Hey there guys, so the last time in the anime, we saw that Hideyoshi had once proposed to a girl, but she knew Hideyoshi was alone and wanted a companionship. So what he felt wasn't love and rejected him. And after that she never talked to Hideyoshi, so he didn't want to ruin his relationship with Yuki like that. So he tried to maintain some distance from her, and the girl took it the wrong way, that Hideyoshi is fed up with her because she makes a mess while working. Yuki tended to cry when she did something wrong, and even when she did nothing wrong, so Hideyoshi tried to cheer her up, but it backfired heavily. And just like that, it was the new year and Hideyoshi's birthday, but he was passed out, and Naka messages Hideyoshi and calls him and Yuki to visit the shrine together. But because he was sleeping, Yuki went there, and she prayed to stay with Hideyoshi and her friends forever. But right now Hideyoshi's father had arrived in Japan, and Yuki was with Naka, and she was thinking of giving something to Hideyoshi since it was his birthday. But what is the question? Certainly can't gift his favorite side dish. So Yuki recalls Hideyoshi had figures in his room, so Naka took her to the mall to get some. They stopped at Fee Capsule toy vending machine where they could randomly get figures. But Yuki didn't get the one she saw in Hideyoshi's room. So a man saw this and came down to teach her the mantra to get the figure she wants, chanting that mantra would make her lucky. And Yuki chanted it with bloodlust, yet for some reason it worked. That man used to say the same thing to his son when he also tried to get something from here. Anyways, Riko greets the good morning into Hideyoshi because their father is going to be here soon. But Yuki had left to visit the shrine, and he remembers that he hadn't talked about Yuki with his father. Being not able to speak with family was like a burden Hideyoshi had, as he never asked his mom why she left or asked his dad. Soon after, even his dad left to work overseas, and the fear remained in his heart to this day. But a message popped up in his phone. It was from Naka telling him that she had fun with Yuki. And just then Yuki got back home. Her eyes were swollen from crying, so she decided to go freshen up. But Hideyoshi told her that his dad is back, and he hasn't revealed anything about Yuki to him. But first he lets her go freshen up. Hideyoshi didn't like it, that he's trying to hide Yuki's past when Yuki is trying to be normal. So he chose to tell everything to his dad and protect Yuki. He sounded like a hero. So while Riko was teasing him, their dad got back. Riko is daddy's princess. But Hideyoshi didn't waste any more time and told his dad about Yuki, that she used to have a different line of work before working here. And just then Yuki came down and saw the same man. So they sat down to chat, and Hideyoshi serves coffee to everyone. Arata reveals he knew about Yuki and her past long before she came to work, because Arata knew her master, and he had told Arata about Yuki. But Yuki broke the news that her master had passed away half a year ago. Arata admired and respected that man, and Hideyoshi just kept listening to all this, and felt that he doesn't know anything about Yuki or his dad, because arrangements of Yuki working here were made without him knowing, as Hamura had asked Arata to take care of Yuki, and he knew her assassin identity as well. Plus, his father always uses sweet words to dodge any questions he didn't want to answer. But aside from him, Hideyoshi realized he always bottles up his feelings and never tells it to the other person. And there Arata was ready to take Riko back to their mother, as he had something to discuss with her as well. Riko wanted to enjoy some more, but Arata had time ticking. But he remembers and hands out the gift he and Hideyoshi's mother had picked for him. After that he was ready to move out, as he also had some business meeting to attend. For that Arata was going to stay at the hotel, and Hideyoshi still hadn't made up his mind. But finally recalling all the things he went through, he got the courage to ask Arata if he would let Yuki work here. Arata asked Hideyoshi what he wants. Yuki came out too, and Hideyoshi answered he wants to let her work. Arata was happy with the answer and allowed it, and then he goes off. It was the first time he spoke his mind to his father, and thanks to that he protected Yuki at least. But then his father called over to have a talk with Yuki, so he hands out the phone to her, and Arata asked her if anything is unsatisfactory here. Yuki was much happy living with Hideyoshi, and Arata had noticed that Hideyoshi is trying to change, and the reason for it is Yuki. So he thanked her for that and asked Yuki to take care of his son. That made her nervous, and suddenly asked Hideyoshi for night viewing. It was just random, yet Hideyoshi agreed, and she brought the guy to the rooftop. She was extremely nervous, and there she hands out the birthday gift she brought, but the figure was in shambles, so the river dam was about to explode, but she handles herself. Even so, Hideyoshi was happy and thinks that maybe he should be honest with her as well, because he hopes for a better future together. But first he told her that it's an anime figure that was popular 10 years ago. He was super into it and brought it from a vending machine. At that time, he admired his father a lot back in the days, but when his mom left, a wall came between them. He didn't want to feel that way again. But he also doesn't want to be hurt by those bottled up feelings. That's why he didn't want to make the same mistake with Yuki, and confessed that he wants Yuki to become his family, someone she could rely on in happiness and sadness. Which reminds Yuki of her own parents, and tears came down. But she was happy Hideyoshi said it, and accepted to become a family. And only then Hideyoshi tells Yuki that he loves her, and Yuki said she loves him too. But it was kinda confusing here, because her meaning of love was more like a family love, and Hideyoshi knew it. Poor guy got heartbroken, but Yuki for some reason was spacing out thinking about love confession, so maybe she feels the same way too. But our episode 12 ends right there, so stay tuned to watch another episode of this anime. For that, subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon to receive the latest updates. Till then, take care.